Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Active Duty. আজকে আমরা নতুন গেস্ট লইয়ে আইছি আপনার গেস্টের লগে পরিচয় করায় দেই Yashmin Harun BEM. Welcome to the show. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, let's start. আপনার একটু early life থেকে আমরা শুরু করি. When did you come to England?
So I was born in Manchester.
Mashallah.
Lived in Portsmouth for a little bit, and then I grew up in Scotland and came to London.
What part in Scotland?
Next to Aberdeen, Fraserburgh. It's right northeast. And then came to London when I was 14.
Can you just share a bit of your journey? I mean, you said travelling from Manchester, Portsmouth, Scotland, but growing up to 7, let's talk from childhood to 7. Do you remember any?
So I remember when my sister was born in Manchester, my dad decided to sell his restaurant, moved to Portsmouth, bought another restaurant, and we lived there for a few good years. So we lived in Portsea first. On a racist attack, we said, like, we got brick through the window. So my dad then moved us to Portsmouth and the other side of Portsmouth. And we built a nice Bengali community. So
In Portsmouth?
In Portsmouth. So ishon beshi Bengali manush aslana, asta asta tara ishon. And there was a nice little community with the restaurant workers and those who had the restaurant. So we used to go to people's houses every weekend. My mum loved cooking.
How old was you that time?
I must have been about 5 or 6.
But you remember that?
Yeah, yeah. I have two older brothers, and
Okay.
I used to play a lot of football with them. So they used to take me to the outside the house. We used to ride our bikes and play
So
football.
when did you go to Scotland? How old was you?
So I went to Scotland 1988, I think it was.
Oh, the year I came to England.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Dad went to Scotland to visit his friend, came back and said, I'm in restaurant Kinilisi. I bought my friend's restaurant. So then we had to move and go to Scotland. We didn't really have a say in that. I remember
But
that.
Scotland was not that racist, was it? It was much better than the UK here, this part of England. No?
We were the only Asians in that town, Suturak, that town, I said,
But
fishing
did you-
town.
did
We
you-
did have racism. Foila no racism, face hosi. And Duta Bayasil, that's why they went to school, they made a lot of friends, but I was in junior school. And I made a lot of friends. And then we had a shop, we had a restaurant. So community got to know us. And my mum and dad speak English.
Dad, Sasar story kita asil. What was it? Is he a traveller? Did he came by ship? What did he do?
He came with my dada. So my dada had a British passport after the army, in like the British army. So he came in here 1969 or 1970.
Okay.
Met my mum, and then they got married.
Here?
Yeah, they got married. My mum is from here, from Manchester.
Bengali was there before.
My mum is Kenyan Gujarati.
Okay.
So
mashallah.
she was a revert to
Okay.
Islam. So they got married, and my older brother was born. Then they moved to York. They had a restaurant in Scunthorpe. Then bought a restaurant back into Salford. But before
So
that, my dad.
how did he come to London? You know, how did he come this part of the world then? Let's go back and find out.
Yeah.
How?
So my dad had a garments factory in London. So my second brother was born here.
Scotland restaurant is doing well. He's now coming to
No.
London.
So we had from Manchester to London before I was born. He had a garments factory here, and then sold the garments factory. Then we moved back to Manchester. Me and my sister was born. Then we moved to Portsmouth. Then we went to Scotland. So my dad liked to move with his business. So he got very bored quickly, sold the business, then
So you got
opened
a lot
another
of
one.
different cultural. No?
Yeah, yeah.
Postmother managed to different.
Yeah, that's
Even-
why I'm a Bangla to Balanai, because
That's
my
good
mom and
enough.
dad spoke English to us and we spoke English to them.
You do pretty well.
So I
You
only
did
learned
pretty
after I got married, really.
So, study life, what did you do?
So I studied here, did my GCSEs at a girls' school, and then did my A-levels at Seven Kings School. But I got married at 18 years old, which was typical.
So, Harun
that-
Bai came to your life when he was 18.
Yeah.
How did you met him?
So that was through one of my dadas, my dad's mama. And so he put the proposal.
So, did he come to visit in the UK then?
He was a student here, so he was
student,
here
okay.
for quite a few years before we met, and got married, went straight into banking. So I did my A-levels, didn't do university, I went straight into work, got a job at Barclays Bank.
In 90s and 80s, it was not university, was it? College
Not
was...
for girls my age,
Not
that
even the
generation.
boys. Even the boys. University was... Before that, we had to go and earn money and we had to do, you know...
Yeah, I had quite an ambition. I did want to go to university. I was in that cut-off point where half of us got married and half of my friends went on to university. So yeah, it was difficult.
So
for
how
me.
did you got awarded by the Queen or King, I don't know, BEM, for your sports.
Yeah.
How did you get involved in sports? Let's move on to sports now.
So I always played sports. As I said, I've got two
So
older
what,
brothers.
football?
Football was my sport. I was
mean,
also
women football in the 80s were not that popular, was it?
no. So I played with the boys. Me and my dad used to watch the World
No
Cup.
broken legs?
No.
No these?
No.
No, nothing?
No. So I played football. I was a 100-meter runner, relay runner. I played netball, hockey. I played all the sports. All the sports was available to me in Scotland. And when I came down to London, it was an all-girls school. So I went from an all-white school to a school that was all girls and then 90% Muslim. So that was a culture shock for me. They didn't like PE. Very few girls did PE. They always had a signal.
PE is always...
But I really loved my sports. And then year 10, I said to my business studies teacher, start a football team. I'll get some girls together.
So after school, did you still continue doing your footballs and badmintons,
No,
hockeys?
after school I didn't until 2008.
So what, your husband said no more?
No.
You got married, 18, said...
No, there was nowhere for me to go and play sports wearing the hijab. I didn't feel comfortable going into that.
So you've been wearing hijabs for childhood?
Yeah, from year 9.
Okay.
So I didn't feel comfortable. There wasn't any environment where I felt comfortable to play because it was still at that time very white. And if I walked in with a hijab, I used to get funny looks. They didn't say anything racist or anything, but you just got this feeling that you didn't belong there.
So your father, your mum, everybody was happy that you were playing footballs, you're going to sports?
Yeah, Dad used to come every sports day,
So
to come and support
you're the
me.
only sister in the family?
Yeah, no, I've got a younger sister.
Oh, you got another sister?
Yeah, but she's not sporty.
She's not into sports?
No.
She must well thinks you are a bit...
She's more girly than I was. I grew up with my brothers, so very much around...
Are you close with your brothers?
Yeah.
Do you speak to them frequently? They live in London?
Yeah, they live nearby.
Okay, let's move on to this. So you met him. How did you find a freshie from Bangladesh? You born here. How did you find it?
Very difficult because one, I didn't
Not in a bad way.
No.
Not in a bad way.
It was difficult because I didn't speak the language. So luckily he spoke English.
And there was no Google Translate those days, no? There was no Google Translator.
No, but alhamdulillah, he supported me in everything I've done. To this point, if I didn't have his support, then I wouldn't be able to.
You got babies that Allah
I got
gifted you?
not babies anymore, 25 and 20.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
Are they sports?
Yeah. One is into rowing and the little one's into football.
Oh, both boys?
Yeah, both boys. Inshallah, yeah.
MashaAllah. Right, আপনি কি সাপোর্ট করলেন আপনার ওয়াইফের একটু শুনিলাই?
আমি দেশে আসছি প্রথম 1996 আসার পরে আমি বিয়ে করছি 98 বিয়ে করার পরে তখন তাই তো আপনার লেভেল পড়ার মধ্যে আমি বিয়ে করছি বিয়ে করার পরে তার স্টাডি কমপ্লিট করানোর পরে তো আমরা
আপনি কমিউনিকেট করতে গেলে তার লগে আপনি তো কমিউনিকেট দেশ থেকে আইছেন জাস্ট বাংলাদেশি বাংলা আর তারা তো হইলো প্রপার ব্রিটিশ প্রোডাক্ট
জি বাংলা অসুবিধা আছে বাট ইংলিশে কমিউনিকেট করা লাগতো বিগিনিং স্টেজে পরে আস্তে আস্তে আমি বাংলা কিছু
এখন তো বাংলা মাতেন
অনেক কিছু বুঝেন আমার বাচ্চারাও বাংলা বুঝে তারা বাংলা
তারা দেশ লইয়া গেছেন নি আপনি
জি তারা লই যায় তো
আপনার ওয়াইফে যে স্পোর্টসও যায় আপনার কি তা শ্রম করতো নি বিকজ লট অফ বাঙালি ফ্যামিলি ইভেন আমরা ফুয়াইন হিসেবে আমরা মা বাবা আমরা ফুটবল খেলা দিয়েছি আমরা ফা ভাঙে গেছে আমরা তো ভেরি এমন এক ডিফিকাল্ট জায়গা থেকে আইছি আমরা বাচ্চিন তো ফুড়ি তো দূরের কথা ফুয়াইনতে তো কোনোদিন ফুটবল খেলা দিতে পারতাম না আমরা মাইর খাইতাম
না এটা যেটা কইছেন আপনার কথা সুন্দর কথা কইছেন কিন্তু জিনিসটা হলো আমি
মানে আমরা কমিউনিটির চকুর মাঝে এটা রাইট চৌকে দেখে না তারা যে আসলে গিয়া ফুটবল স্পোর্টস ইন দিস
মহিলারা যে ফুটবল
মহিলা না পুরুষও দিত না আমরার কথা কই না আমরা বাড়িতে কি আমি একবার গিয়া ফা ভাঙলিছি নেক্সট টাইম আর নো মোর ফুটবল ফর মি ফিনিশ
জিনিসটা হলো আমার আব্বা প্রতিষ্ঠাতা স্কুলের হেডমাস্টার এবং তাই এলাকার চেয়ারম্যানও আসলা সো আমি ছোটো থেকে বড় হয়েছি দেশে যখন বড় হয়েছি তখন এগুলা দেখছি এবং আব্বা সবসময় এনকারেজ করতাম স্পোর্টসে
আপনি কি স্পোর্টস বালা পাইনি
আমি এখনো ব্যাডমিন্টন খেলাই
কম্পিটিশন
না এখনো হইছে না তবে কম্পিটিশন হইব যে ডার্ট কম্পিটিশন হয় তো যখন আমার বিয়ের পরে যখন আমার বাচ্চা যখন আলনুরে পড়তো তখন তারে ফুটবলে লই যেতাম তারা ফুটবলের মধ্যে তখন
Thank you আপনার তাদের সাপোর্ট করলে let's move on to 2008 you build MSA. Can you say what is MSA?
Yeah, Muslim Sports Association.
Acha. So have you got some Muslims coming to your sports association?
Yeah, all of our 99% are Muslim women. Not all Bangladeshi, but majority Bangladeshi.
And where are you based? How do you do it?
In Redbridge.
Just around the corner.
Yeah,
So there's
so
a lot of Bengalis now.
Yeah. So different sports. We do football, we do badminton, we do basketball, karate, swimming. So lots of 15 different
So
sports a week.
what was your motive starting these things? What is the motive? Why do you want women to come? They should be at home looking after children's babies, cooking food. Why this?
To improve their physical health, but also mental health as well. Because I found when I was got married, had my children, there wasn't a social environment for me, and I missed playing sports. And I took my son to Al Noor School, and they started sports for the boys, but not for the girls. And that was a barrier and a huge challenge because growing up, we played sports in school, but then we had to stop after school. So I wanted to create an opportunity for young girls to do sports and women to do sports as well.
Okay. So 2014 you formally started. What changes did you bring to the club?
So we made ourselves into a formal MSA constitution and bank account and all that you have to do. I brought funding in from the mayor's office, created basketball.
How about the national lottery? Did you
No,
get some?
we don't do the lottery funding.
They don't give no funding?
They do give it, but we don't get the lottery funding. And we started badminton, and from there we had 40 women coming every week. And then, our
So
MSA...
did you get your sister to join you?
My sister joined in yoga, yeah. And then, but all the other sisters as well, like the Muslim from the community.
How challenging is to get sisters
It was
to come
really
to
challenging because they didn't understand what I was trying to build. So they thought maybe I'm trying to corrupt them or trying to take them away from the house. And so the brothers were upset, the sisters didn't understand. But once we started going and they realized the benefits of doing exercise and the mental benefits as well, the mental health benefits, they started to come
But
regularly.
do you find now people understand you and what you're trying to do, or you still face the same?
Still face challenges, like for example, sponsorship is not easy to get because we don't get businesses to support us. I have to get funding from the grant makers. So getting sponsorship is really difficult. Like we do a dragon boat race every year, getting sponsorship for that, getting sponsorship for our football club. The boys' side have sponsorship. The women's side really struggle to get the sponsorship. So this kind of changing the perception and the mindset.
Do you have a good memory with your dad that every few weeks, sometime it reminds you, sometime when you're sitting quiet, you think of your dad or mom?
Both of them are passed away now. But my dad was a very pillar in the community. I mean, he was on Channel a few times as well.
Where did you learn to do charity works? So sports is one, but how did you get involved into charity work? How did you learn? Where did you get that inspiration for the charities?
My mom and dad always helped the community. So whoever came new from the country, or if they were struggling financially or they had some sort of family issue, they would always come to my mom and dad. And they always helped. They never turned anybody away. And I think from that, I learned that empathy and how to give charity. And this charity particularly is helping women in sports, but not only just doing the sports, but their overall mental health is, I've seen some of the changes and impact that MSA have made. And it's been phenomenal. Like one sister had cancer, but because of MSA, it gave her strength. And then another sister, she's YASHMIN Hussein, you might know her, she's a football coach. She started with MSA, she's now at the FA as a football coach. Some of the sisters go on charity bike rides from Cambridge to London, to Brighton, to Marrakesh.
How about do you do bikes sometimes?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Competition হইছে নি আপনার লগে?
কম্পিটিশন হয়েছে। আমি তো আগে বাইক গাড়িতে করে লয়ে যেতাম, লয়ে আমরা পার্কে বাইকিং করতাম।
মাশাআল্লাহ।